Angeles. We doing numbers. Bringing home victory straight out the huddle. I'm at the plug, introduced to my brothers. My squad superior, ain't none above us. We doing numbers. Gang in the building, we taking it over.
Feeling like I can't miss. Baby, it's all in the wrist. You really wanna be the boss, it's expensive. Ain't the real champ if you never defend it. Put in that work, I'ma make them remember. I just broke down hella trees, yelling timber. Stand in the line, they put me in the center. It blow they mind when they see how I'm winning. Went back and doubled up, now you in trouble. My all hustle, my diamonds are huddled up. TGOD got this off the muscle. That's me about my life, man, I love it, I love it. Got so many rings, I need room for another one. Been through the pain, now it ain't no more struggle. My team win the game, put our face on the cover, brother, we the champions.
Here in Los Angeles, we doing numbers. Bringing home victory straight out the huddle. I'm at the plug, introduced to my brothers. My squad superior, ain't none above us. We doing numbers. Gang in the building, we taking it over.
Southern California has a new modern home for NFL football, and it is this place, wondrous SoFi Stadium here in Inglewood. Straight ahead, it's wildcard weekend, and we've got a great one in store between the Las Vegas Raiders and the Los Angeles Chargers. The battle for the Lamar Hunt Trophy begins as we're underway in this AFC wildcard game. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped it to 23. The 45. That one goes for 24 yards.
First play of the drive, excellent run. Just sets up wash, rinse, repeat. Another first down.
Mariota on first down. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make second down, second and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. First rep of the game for Josh Jacobs. And he's going to get across midfield and into Charger territory. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
Good running right there. And this is a man who's a 1,000-yard rusher in the regular season, so you know he's going to get his chances. And he picks up nice yardage on that one.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Throwing, Mariota. Oh, trying to get that to Adams, but that's intercepted. Picked off by Nasir Adderley. And the Chargers are going to get possession here as they force the opening drive turnover. That right there is the inauspicious start that they were hoping to avoid, a turnover on the first possession.
I love how you use those college-bound words like that, inauspicious. Well done. I really appreciate that. But here's the thing for me. I'm just wondering if their game plan is incorrect. You know, I think they felt like they could come in and throw it around pretty well. That interception early, they may rethink how they go about attacking.
Here's Eckler to begin the drive. Taken down at the 42.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. And down he goes. Brought down a Raider sack. He'll wind up losing a full 9 yards here on the sack. Now it's 3rd down. Tell you what, he did not have much time there to scan the field before he was ducking and covering.
Did it appear to you, as it did to me, that the defensive front won their play really quickly? Meaning the guys in front of them had almost no chance to block him. They were on him in a hurry.
And some secondary help here for the defense in the nickel on 3rd and long. Back to throw here, Herbert. He dumps it to Eckler underneath. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield. After getting that turnover on the first drive of the game, you'd hate to just stall out the momentum, go 3 and out. They're able to avoid that there.
Yeah, we talk about complementary football all the time, but I think it's a little bit deeper than that. Defense went out, forced a turnover, gave the ball to the offense. It's now the offense's responsibility to pay that off for them, to show respect to them. Hey, you guys got a turnover. We appreciate it. They want to continue their drive.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
They'll need the 39 here for a first. This is 3rd down. Now it's Herbert. Trying to force it to Allen, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Rock Ya-Sin. And the Raiders will take over possession here up at the 44. That had disaster written all over. You've got a right-handed quarterback, a rolling left, and throwing it pretty far downfield.
It's really difficult to do, to try and get your body twisted around into the proper position and get anything on the ball as you heave it downfield. And that's what it actually turns into, a heave. And that's not really a good throw, is it?
Not good, and we saw the result. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Now they'll run the option to the short side left. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down. Not a lot of success to be found there.
Oh, you get that right, partner, because if you're trying to make guys miss about 10 yards or so downfield, that's a pretty good play. If you got to do it in your own backfield, I consider that a problem. That doesn't work too well.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
Every offense tells you they want to come out and start fast. That's not unusual at all. But this group, they've yet to get much rolling through their first 2 drives. It looks like they have to give up the football again after this one.
Now on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. This is brought in at the 21. They'll score that a 36-yard punt, and it'll be Charger football here as they take over. The Charger drive about to get going. As the offense comes out here, Charles, maybe perhaps a bit more of a focus on the run game for this drive after tossing an interception on the previous one?
I think that's a good way to look at it and a good way to think about it, but maybe they get to it in a little bit different way because after you throw an interception, you want to make sure you keep your quarterback's confidence high. So maybe give him a couple easy throws that he can complete and then get to the running game and try and get things settled down.
Yeah, and still in the first half here, a long way to go. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Herbert will give this one to Eckler. And he works his way free all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone. 15 more yards there and quickly another 1st down. We're scoreless after 1. Charger football to start quarter number 2 as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Once more, here's Eckler. This will be a 5-yard pickup as they move it from the 20 to the 15.
Consecutive positive runs for him on the last 2 snaps. He certainly appears to be trying to put the offense on his back and just move them down the field when his number is called. The way he's running it, I keep going back to him.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Eckler, they run left side. And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16. Call that a loss of a yard, and things get a little more difficult here, 3rd and 5.
Well, it's almost football 101 that you preach to your safeties. Don't let anyone get behind you. You're the last line of defense. But he didn't let the play come to him. He went to the play. How about that read and recognition and finishing off that one behind the line of scrimmage?
Herbert now. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And a pretty nice tackle there, ranging up from his free safety spot as he'll stop him about a yard short. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And that'll bring up 4th down. Here's Dustin Hopkins now to try the field goal. From the left hash, a chip shot here. Hopkins' kick is good. And the Chargers grab themselves a 3-0 lead. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
Taken at the goal line. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. This one a little slow to get cooking. Just a 3-0 scoreline as they begin with a 1st and 10. Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
And he'll take it ahead to the 28-yard line. All right, so they got that one, Charles, against the center.
And let's remember how difficult it is for the center, because remember, he's got to snap the ball to put the play in motion, and sometimes you got that big guy on your nose, you got sometimes where he's coming at you at an angle. It's a difficult job for him to snap the ball and then execute his block.
That's into a crowd and intercepted. Picked off by Nasir Adderley.
And that's now the 2nd time he's picked off a pass here in the first half alone. Again, another great read defensively, and you just see him get in the right position to make the play and get his guys the football back.
Running on 1st down, Eckler. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space, A loss results there.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Herbert. And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground.
The defender certainly didn't forget about him leaking out of the backfield. There was a guy ready and waiting to pick him up in coverage, and that throw had no shot.
This offense so far on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. Here's Herbert. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
On 4th down, Herbert going deep here for Allen. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. The 4th down play doesn't work for the Chargers. And the Raider D, they get the football back.
No surprise, they try to throw the ball on 4th down, but it gets batted down. They don't pick it up.
Well, a little football 101. When you're going toward that quarterback, you see he's going to start to throw. Get your hands up,
Get
right?
your hands up, affect the play, and then everyone get your hands up. When the ball gets to the receiver, moment of truth, knock it away.
You'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
From the lineman to the guy running with it, that was a well-executed 1st down by the offense. With 2 shots left to get the first, you can get a little aggressive here on 2nd down if you want, and try for some bigger yardage.
The 2nd down attempt there knocked down as it leaves the quarterback's hand, and it's incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
Here's Carr to throw. It's caught here by Adams. And he's brought down short. 2 yards there, needed 4. Going to go on 4th down. To the sideline, and he's got it. They say the feet are down. Yes, the line judge says they're in. That'll be a 1st down. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a 1st down. 2 minutes to play here in this 1st half of the NFL playoffs. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Again, it's Carr. And this is caught. Touchdown Raiders. Davante Adams, 34 yards. And the Raiders have taken the lead. Now for the extra point, Daniel Carlson. And this is up and good to make it 7-3.
Makes the score Raiders 7, Chargers 3.
On as the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Charger drive about to get going. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3-point CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
On 2nd and 10, the ball back with Herbert. That's caught by his tight end, Gerald Everett. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a 1st down. On 1st and 10 is Spiller. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Here's Herbert. Looking left side, he's got it, complete. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 39. Eckler now between the tackles. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. Throwing on 2nd and 8. Herbert, throw right side is into the hands of his tight end Everett. And he gets it down a yard or two shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives him a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
He'll get this out wide to Eckler. And he'll be tackled about 2 yards shy of the line to gain. A 1-yard pickup leads to 4th down. Herbert jogs off, and out comes Dustin Hopkins to take this kick for L.A. on 4th down. Hopkins' kick is good. And he'll get it back within a point at 7-6. So a late 3 there, and that'll help as they head into the break.
Talk about situational football and something they've worked on since the OTAs and mini camps the previous summer. They take care of the ball, get 3 points, knowing they're going to get the ball to start the second half. That's the old 2-for-1 special to finish things off.
So we're at halftime of this AFC wildcard matchup. As we send you to our EA studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. Both teams trying to avoid being one and done in these playoffs as we start the second half of this AFC wildcard game. The Charger drive about to get going. And Charles, that had to be an interesting locker room at halftime. This is a team that's had so much success this year. Haven't really had to deal with a lot of adversity at halftime, to be honest. But now here they are with their playoff lives on the line.
And I think when you're alluding to that interesting locker room, you're just wondering, how are they handling that bit of adversity that they're seeing right now? Because I think this is a team that has to look to lean on the veterans at this point. We know we're better than this. We've proved it all season. Let them disseminate that confidence through the locker room. But this opening drive, it'll be an important one for them to give them a little jolt of confidence moving forward.
And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. It's a gain of 11 and a first down, L.A.
The more football I watch, the more I want to check and see if teams are going to panic when they're down on the scoreboard. And this team has shown no signs of doing that. A lot of the time, they come out after the half. Things haven't worked so well in the first go-around. They want to throw the football like crazy. But the way to open up throwing the ball is to run it. And they've run it well here to start the second half.
So it goes as a completed pass, but they lose a full 5 yards. To throw again on second down. Herbert out left. He's got it to Everett.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
Justin Herbert looking to pass. Got an open man. It's Josh Palmer. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 38-yard line. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on third down.
First and 10 at the 38-yard line.
They'll run out of the gun with Eckler. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play.
I have to think a major focus at the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 17-yard line. This is a counter play. Eckler. And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. And the Raiders pick it up. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And just as they thought they might be able to take that across and get the lead, a big red zone turnover.
I know that I am defense-centric, and I want to give them a whole lot of credit, but I just can't believe after that drive, in that position, ball security paramount, they turned the ball over. Terrible.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And their defense just helped them out by getting the football back on the opening drive here the second half. And now can the offense follow through with points on their first possession?
And that's a big one for them because after the work the defense has done, they've got a chance here to open up this lead.
Once again, it's Jacobs. And only a couple there up to about the 23-yard line. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they can actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Now Carr. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Nasir Adderley. And he brings this one back. It's a pick six and a Charger TD. So this whole game gets flipped on its ear right there. The interception returned for a touchdown. And this lead changes hands here in the third quarter.
And it certainly felt like this defense had a read on what was going on the offensive side of the ball and said, let's cut down our coverage a little bit. Let's be in a position to make a play on the ball. And, boy, that sure turned out well for them.
And this will be caught as they convert here for two. And they turn the pick six into a pick eight with that two-point conversion.
I love how you upsell. That is outstanding right there. What a big-time play. Big switch in how this game was going, and then they capitalized a little bit on top.
And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick six, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick six and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, oh, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
Now a man open down the middle of the field. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. Carr to throw on 3rd and 1. They swing that out wide to Jacobs. He's going to have the first down and then some. Down the left sideline. And he is finally forced out of bounds inside the 30-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run. 45 yards.
I'm not sure this is how they had it drawn out on paper, But this is going to work out for them and then some, right? They've got a big chunk they've got to pick up. They decide to check it down, and he just turns into a pure athlete and makes a huge play for them.
Carr now on first down. And that one incomplete. They try to sneak in a deep ball with the clock running down, but to no avail as time will expire on this third quarter of play. Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. Again, he'll drop to throw. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they throw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
Carr to throw again. Able to find Waller. That's complete. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 12-yard line. To throw, it's Carr. He finds his man, complete. That's Jacobs. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well.
Like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the 4th. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
Jacobs will cross the line. He's in. Touchdown, Raiders. We are set up for a fantastic finish now. A 4th quarter touchdown here. We're an extra point away from a tie football game.
And I know they're thinking about possibly going for 2, but I'd go ahead and kick this one and just get it back to level.
Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And an important one that is, as we are all tied now early in this 4th quarter. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25. The Charger drive about to get going. And it's all on the line now, all even in this wild card matchup. Maybe their most important drive of the season coming up right now here, 1st and 10. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's 2nd down. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. Flush to his right. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
Well, sometimes an incompletion is the right play. And he showed that he's learned from his earlier interception on that throw. Instead of forcing it, he just tossed it away.
The Chargers on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd down and 12. Back to throw here, Herbert. That's going to be complete to his tight end, Everett. Finding room in midfield. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. A big play there on the catch and run. 39 yards. Charles, looked like that had to be a mix-up there defensively.
You always question that type of confusion. They actually lost him in the middle of the field, gave him all sorts of room to run, and he took big-time advantage of it. That's an error you just can't make on the defensive side of the ball.
He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play.
Oh, that was a thing of beauty right there. Look at how quick those blockers fired off the line once the ball was snapped. That was an goal line on a mission, all in sync, and the defense is lucky that play only picked up 5 yards.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Now it's Herbert. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
Third and 2, Herbert. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by Rock Ya-Sin. And the Raiders are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. They exited the pocket trying to improvise. That was a tough throw, and unfortunately, it wound up in the wrong pair of hands.
And Brandon, when you're on the run, sometimes your downfield vision could get skewed just a bit. Now, the beauty of extending a play is sometimes your receivers find their way open, but oftentimes you end up closing down part of the field and bringing those defenders to the ball, and that one was picked off.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column. Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people.
This is 3rd and 2. Maybe the biggest play in this football game. Now Carr. Oh, and this will be incomplete. The rush gets home just as he was letting that go. That could have been worse. Instead, it's 4th down.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
Carr to throw for it on 4th down. That's caught by Waller out left side. And he is going to have a Raiders first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive. 4th and 2, they got it. That was kind of that gray area. Is that a feel thing, whether you go run or pass there offensively?
I think it's a feel thing. It's a tendency thing about what you like to do yourself on offense, as well as knowing how strong they are against the run on defense. Got to make a decision, and they made the correct one.
On 1st down, Carr gets this to Waller. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. Carr to throw. He finds his man, complete. It's Jacobs. And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll get it with just over 90 seconds to go in the ball game. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Carr going to give it to Jacobs. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Now a second timeout called for by the defense as he'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. 2nd down, Jacobs once more. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on 3rd down? Now what's the thinking here? Because a touchdown would be nice, but you've ensured yourself a chance at 3 in the lead. So how worried are you about the 6?
You're not very worried about if you're confident in your kicker. And if you got a kicker who can put it through the post, you feel really good about trying to bleed that clock down. In an ideal scenario, your kicker puts it through the post as the clock hits zeros.
Carr eluding the pressure right. And this is going to be intercepted. Derwin James with a pick. And the Chargers are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. He got out of the pocket there, was wondering what he was going to do with it, but I think he was calling, his receiver was calling for the ball, wasn't he?
He certainly was. The problem, he called for it too late, and when he delivered, they were all over him in the secondary and came up with the interception.
The Charger drive about to get going. Well, partner, here it is. They've got the chance to win the game. You'd have to think they need to get it near the opposite 40 to have a chance to kick a game-winning field goal. We'll see what they can do.
And you're right about that, because if we look at it in macro, that's what it looks like. But I think in micro, the head coach has already asked the special teams coach, what is he feeling? What does he think? Where does he want the football? What's the yard line we have to get? And he's already relayed that to his quarterback and his offense. They know what the goal is. Now the key, can they get there?
Herbert. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds left to go. They'd like to avoid punting from their own end zone so they could use something here on third down. Herbert to throw. He's going to look for Allen now on the deep ball. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up fourth down. On is the Chargers punter now. And no room for error here as his first punt comes from deep in his own end zone. And he's able to get it out of there. Here comes Cohen. 43 yards on the punt, 7-yard return, and control of the football switching hands here with very little time remaining in this contest. Now Carr. He finds his man, complete. That's Jacobs. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. That one good for 13 and a Raider first down.
And partner, in a tie game in the fourth quarter, you and I both know in the NFL, that's when you lean on your stars, and he came through with a nice catch right there.
So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. A handoff, Jacobs running to the left. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left.
All right, my man, this is now where it's risk-reward. Because on defense, you've got to crowd the line of scrimmage. You've got to get in all the gaps, get up tight on everyone, and try and force the field goal attempt here. You can't let them break one big, but you know something, when you crowd the line of scrimmage, if they do pop one, it's going to go away.
Yeah, I was just thinking take it to the house, but the magnitude of this possible upcoming field goal, every yard counts. Well, 1 win down, still 3 to go to get to the most hallowed ground in sports, but a good start.
A terrific start because they get to move on. Unfortunately for the team that lost, it's a long offseason ahead for them now.
You're in the presence of the realest essence of